Alright. Well, hello everybody. We're doing a bit of a post-commentary here on this episode. Um, this is Jake, your resident bard, and as you know, bards use a lot of vocal components, but sometimes the vocal components don't work out. And that happened on this most recent episode of Pokemon. And so now we're gonna do a nice little post-commentary audio over, because I made a big old mistake, and this is how I've got to correct it. But strap in. Welcome to the Troll Bar Tavern, and I'm gonna recount all of my mistakes, and be able to watch me make mistakes. So, yeah, welcome again, and I guess we'll get into it. This is just after, beating my rival at the Pokemon Tower, and I'm shooting again for that one gym leader in episode. So, I take an inventory of my guys. Level cap is 39, so I'm thinking, hey, I gotta get through the gambling place in Celadon, and so I've got to make sure I don't overlevel my dudes. So I start taking stock, looking at everybody, looking a little bit ahead as far as Sabrina with her psychic types. That's another big thing. So grabbing the dark types I have and kind of moving them around, because if you don't know, dark type Pokemon are immune to psychic types. So it's nice to just shut down their most powerful stab move for a lot of these dudes. I don't expect them to only know psychic type attacks. I know it won't be a walkthrough, but yeah, I've got a good deal. The Ghost is down there because Ghost is super effective against psychic. It's just really good. So I'm thinking of moving Sauron, my little Houndoom, all the way to giving him a little box time, and bring out our other fire type, which I'm pretty excited about. A guy I've never used in any of the Pokemon games. Little, I think it's Scolipede, but a bug and fire type. And, yeah, so I'm like, hey, let's level him up, and bingo bango, we got an evolution going. I'm thinking he's gonna be really good against Erica and Celadon with her grass type, because he's a bug, which is super effective against grass, fire, which is super effective against grass, and he also resists grass type moves, so it's great. And I don't know how the balancing works, but it's amazing that Leech Life now is 80 power, where in most other games it was like 10 or 20, like real low. Like, it was like a really bad absorb, but for bug. And now it's like freaking, not Giga Drain, but I think like at the same level as Mega Drain, which is wild. And I'm like, alright, let me get my dudes up to, let me get him up to 36. That way I've got the team going. And we still got Scrumph, man. Scrumph has been amazing. Freaking Flip-Flop. I mean, a Gyarados is always amazing, but these dudes have been with us since the early days, maybe episode 1 of this run. And they're always I can always kind of rely on them, They're always performing. They got different strengths. One's offensive, one's defensive. But, yeah, it's great. some of this stuff, I'm always wondering if I should kind of skip over, like, the rare candy leveling and, like, sorting through inventories and, like, going through move sets to kind of, like, make the episode more entertaining. But because it is a Nuzlocke challenge, I don't want to kind of, I don't know, I guess cut out sections. I just don't want it to feel disingenuous. And I've talked to the troll about this, and he was like, yeah, no, you want to do the whole deal when you're doing like a challenge like this to like show, because like with editing, with even like scum saving, things like that, you can really set yourself up good. And yeah, try to get an encounter for this. I remember this now. It's really embarrassing. I don't know why I went for Leech Life. It's 80 power. And I just kill this dude. I just kill him. He's dead now. I have killed him. I just lost an encounter. That's the first time in any of my runs that I've just killed a dude. And I know it happens in Nuzlocke. It's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. But I was just like, man, like, I don't know. I guess I didn't think that the dude is gonna be that strong. Freaking Fieri. Well, he is stronger than I thought. My bad. But I tried to like wash it off because I'm like, I've got a lot of dudes in my box still. Like, yes, more options are better, 100%. But it's not like I needed dudes. You know, I'm doing all right. A lot better in any of my previous runs, at least. That's for sure. So, just exploring. I don't remember. I think a lot of these things are really added in Pokemon Añil. I don't think this graveyard was here at all. But he had to add more areas because the amount of items that are now in the game, in these later gens, he had to try to fit into an older gen game. So there's a bunch of items that you need to find homes for, and you can't just put everything in a trash can, you know. And he's also really trying hard to make like it kind of like fit, you know. The cleanse tag was in like a little mini graveyard. That makes sense. I say after getting the twisted spoons behind like some bushes. But this Brussels, yeah, it's a Brussels. I really like her. I think it's a Lilligant. She's really, really strong. But right now she only has like grass type moves. And so I'm always just like, it's really good if I had to fight Misty. If I can keep her long enough, she would do great against Giovanni and his ground type gyms. I mean, but he's also got a lot of normal types in there, so I don't know. But I'm thinking ahead of who I'm gonna need. You know, I get through Erica grass, so I need flying, I need bug, I need fire, I need ice. And then I've got to fight Sabrina, so I want Dark and Ghost and well, Dark and Ghost. And then after that is Koga with the poison types. So I want Psychic, I want Ground, I want Steel types, because Steel types can't be poisoned, would also be great. Then Blaine with his Fire type, so, you know, Water, Ground, Rock. And then it's Giovanni with Ground types, but like I said, he's got some normal types kind of thrown in there too. I think I'm double checking this area because I didn't like scope out up top here to see what was going on. I'm skipping past a lot of trainers, which is good. It saves a lot of time. I don't need to fight them to quote quote beat the game. I am missing out on a lot of EVs by skipping all these trainers and, you know, not EV training my dudes, which definitely puts it at a disadvantage because I believe that all of the gym leaders and the rivals and the Elite Four are just fully EV trained Pokemon, which means their stats are just going to be just a little bit higher. Well, not a little bit, they can be a lot higher. Yeah, I'm checking to see if I can get a Pokemon on this route, and I can. So I'm like, hey, should I go for round 2 on this guy? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I wanted to see who's on there. So yeah, the Mischievous would be awesome. That, I think it's like a Hatini. It's the little dude with the hat. That Pokemon's a Fairy type, I think, which would be good against dragons. And yeah, Croagunk, which I love. I love Croagunk. And I'm like, okay. Let's play it safe. I killed my last encounter, so let's not deal with that. And of course I go for fight after I got swaggered, and I get a critical hit. So, here I am again. 2 encounters missed in a row, and I'm like, that is a bad sign for the episode. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't inspire much confidence. But, hey, gotta check your trash cans, am I right? You never know what's in there. So, again, it's a short route to Celadon City. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm already there. My dudes haven't even gotten a level because I've been skipping all these trainers. So let's go through and let's just start looting this place. Pokeball does nothing for me. And then, yeah, this is where I noticed that I kind of clipped through a building with my hat. And, you know me, I gotta explore every little nook and cranny. So there's a weird little way up there. And I didn't think about this before, but I find an Eevee, and obviously that's my encounter for Celadon. But I could have gone to the game corner and like just spent time gambling and got one of the Pokemon out of there. And I didn't think of that at the time. I was like, oh, cool. Like, there's an item. And then finding out that it's a, you know, my mouse appeared on screen for a second there too. Jeez, oh man. I was all wired up too. Had some nice tea, some nice hot tea. Getting that caffeine little boost, and I just kept hitting buttons and like clicking like super fast. Not like feeling rushed, but I don't know. I want to keep this good momentum going, so I guess I'm kind of pushing. But yeah, there were some good Pokemon in the game corner. Off the top of my head, I can remember Scyther. I can remember Porygon was in there, and there's probably about 5 of them. And Yeah, I get my palms right over here. I'm like, yeah, sure, 100, whatever. Dark land of mystery, carry great anguish, fate of the world weighs on you. And it's like, oh, hooray. And then this little girl who's like 10 feet away calls her a scam artist, and I was like, she can hear you. Shut your mouth. And yeah, next time, I find out later that I have like next to no healing potions, because I'm not using items in battle. And there's a lot of Nurse Joys around. Pretty much every transitional building to a different route, and every town has a Nurse Joy, so I'm like, I don't really need healing items. I need to buy some healing items. Yeah, the Pika sound is really good. It's probably like the best one. And yeah, this is I found this out. This was cool. She can change the ability of your Pokemon for a tiny mushroom. And I do have one. But I haven't, I didn't do it. I want to make sure, because I don't know how many tiny mushrooms there are in the game. There might only be like 3. And I want to make sure it's worth it. But just exploring, this is like they make a reference to like, hey, this is like the Game Freak Studios in game, where like all the people are like writing code and like working on the project and blah blah blah. And I think Eric Blossy did the same thing, but for the people that helped him make the game. So they're just talking about like all the hard work and like what they had to do and the different changes they made and certain things they wanted to. Yeah, the GBA was outdated and the Pokemon Let's Go was too casual. So that's what inspired him to make this game. And yeah, the dude was like, oh yeah, no, we tried to do a randomized mode, but it was too freaking hard, so I just made a hard mode. Like, not like the randomized mode was too difficult, but like it was too hard to like properly implement. So he's like, yeah, I just decided to just make a harder version of the game. No big. And this is what I was excited for, was getting access to the Celadon Mart. Because I can get all the stones I need, well, the basic stones to evolve Pokemon. I can get some TMs here. I can just buy pretty much anything I need, item-wise. And yeah, just talking to everybody, because you never know who has an item or, you know, wants to trade a cool poke or something like that. But she's like, oh yeah, buy the Fire Punch TM. And I was like, lady, you don't even know me. I'm gonna buy all of the TMs. Because they're infinite use, you know? You buy them once, you're done. It's that easy. So, I got the money. Start going for it. Dink, 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 dink. Yeah. Oop. Growling. Oop. Yeah, see? I got the tea jitters, the caffeine jitters. And then this dude sells all that stuff, which is probably not a bad investment before the Elite Four, is to try to get all the EVs. If you don't know, all like the iron and the calcium and stuff like that raises the EVs of a Pokemon like artificially, so you don't have to go out and like find and like kill, you know, 250 Rattatas or whatever, and you just spend money to you know, EV train. So to make sure all your Pokemon are as good as they can be, it's a good idea. And it's important. I should probably do more of it, but it takes a long time, and it's not exciting. And yeah, I've been thinking about this, and hit that for a giraffe ring. And there's the dawn. So I found this out later, because I'm like, oh, cool, like I can trade one of my dudes, and you know, hopefully get like an upgrade or like a rare Pokemon I never had, or something like that. And also this little girl, just buy her some soda and some lemonade, she just gives you some TMs, which is great. So I'm like, okay, let me go grab a poke. We'll make this little dealio. Trade our boy over. We'll get somebody. Come to find out, it's a one-time offer. You talk to him, and if you don't trade right there, he's like, alright, you're not interested? Cool, see you later. And he won't try to trade. So like all this time of me looking through my dudes and being like, oh, like I kind of like all these dudes, and like some of these dudes are like some OGs that we started with. I don't know if I really want to trade any of them. You know, looking through and being like, oh, which is the worst kind of dude. You know, what's my crappiest Pokemon I don't mind getting rid of? Yeah, which is really sad, you know, because it's not like I dislike any of them. It's just, yeah, what are we doing here, you know? But yeah, come to find out, I go through all of this, and, it was a waste. I wasted time. But I looked at Aleski, mainly because his ability is only useful in double battles. And as far as I know, the gym leaders, the Elite Four, and the rival battles, I don't need, you know, I don't need to freaking double battle. There might be some hidden stuff, extra content that I'm not aware of, where double battles become a thing, and in which case that lightning rod is great. You know, he's immune to electric, and all the electric moves go to him. He could really shut down a lot of Pokemon, but it's just, it was the weakest. It seemed like the weakest. Yeah, talk to this dude. Wait a minute. I clicked no on that. Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind. I clicked no because I wanted to level him up to see if I could get a better dude. Yep, and that was my mistake. I got greedy. Looking back on it. Oh my gosh. Looking back on it now, I see what happened. In the moment, I was like, oh, you can only talk to that dude once. No, I told him no. And he went, oh, okay. Because I wanted to close out to level up my dude to try to get a better Pokemon. Oh, that's embarrassing. I got greedy. And, Yeah, I got greedy. What a shame. What a what a poor look into my character when playing this game. Oh my. Wow, that's really embarrassing. Alright. So now I'm like, oh, okay, well here's the Cubone. He wants me to go in the casino, and I'm like, okay. I know, I gotta beat the casino to be able to get to the gym, to be able to do all that stuff, you know. Blah, 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 I get it. I've played Pokemon Red before. And, yeah. I wish I could. I wish I could, little girl. I'd love a Heracross. But again, talking to everybody, and I'm like, yeah, let me go make sure I check all the buildings. And this is new, a little curry shop. Super cool location. I love this dude. It's like, oh, my stomach's so big, I have to loosen my belt, hold it. And then that's how you get the black belt in this game, which boosts fighting type moves, if you didn't know. Coin case, how you get your coins to gamble more. And so I'm like, alright, let me see how close I can get to the gym. And I find out I can just go to the gym. I don't have to beat Team Rocket first. So I'm like, okay, that's great. I can beat the gym. The level cap now gets raised to 49 instead of 39. And then I can sweep through Team Rocket Lair. You know? Sweep through the Pokemon Tower. And then, and then make my way down to Koga. Yeah, went to go check the leader levels. Cause yeah, 49, that's a huge leap, man. That's 10 levels. And yeah, in case you couldn't do basic math. Yeah, it's 10 levels, which is huge for these guys. So this is me getting my team ready to go and fight Erica. So I'm like, alright. Let me grab like all my 5. And this dude I'm still hanging on to, because I'll have to check if I got a Pokemon for that area. I might have. In fact, I think I did. There's that person who was like, oh yeah, no, trade me a Vulpix, I'll give you a Charmander. And I was like, I'd rather have a Charizard than a Ninetales, you know what I'm saying? But I think I already caught a Pokemon for that area. And I'm not going to count like, oh, you're in this house, so it's a different area, even though I kind of have done that before. But you got to draw the line somewhere, you know what I mean? So this is the kind of, it's strategizing, it's getting your team ready, getting your team organized, which is important. Oh, excuse me. But, what I'm saying is this kind of stuff isn't exciting. So, I talked about either fast forwarding through it or just completely editing it out, but yeah, our good buddy Troll was like, nah man, keep it in, you know, it's part of the challenge, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to leave anything out and have people like call you on it and blah blah blah, you know, like, oh well, what happened, there's obviously an edit here, you know, what happened in those, like, you know, that 1 second edit, quote quote, like you could have been doing stuff for an hour. And yeah, it's absolutely right. So trying to keep myself legit, I'm glad I got a partner, podcast partner, and a gaming partner that'll keep me honest too, you know? So, shout out to the troll for that one. He was right, he was right. So here's where the mistakes start. A near blunder. A near blunder. The level cap for Erica is 39. Okay? Also, the height of getting a Crobat. Heck yeah. Really want me to learn Mean Look. The level cap is 39. That means as I enter a battle with Erica, as I initiate the battle with the gym leader, my Pokemon cannot be above level 39. So I'm like, alright, we'll just get to 39 now and be done with it. Not accounting for all of the trainers that I have to go through. And the past few gyms, I've been able to skip over the gym trainers for the most part. In Erica's little maze deal, that's really hard to do. You've got to fight some of them because they're just in those kind of positions. And when I get there, I'm just staring. I'm like, because these are like, this is my A team, you know, for fighting Erica. This is the best of the best that I have. If these dudes go up a level, I don't have much. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fight them with a non-good team. Listen, this is the best I got, okay? It's these 5s and then Scrumph. And the panic that set in while I was playing this, and I'm just like, please don't level up. Please don't get to 40. Please. Like, begging. Because again, I mean, I've got a Vulpix, I guess. That would have to be my option, is evolving that Vulpix and leveling it up. And that's going to be the front runner. But aside from that, I just don't have, just don't have a good options. No good options. I may need to spend some time, you know, going through the team, making sure I have a good setup as far as like my TMs and stuff. You know, all my dudes have good like variety of moves. But right now, I'm just focused on getting, you know, to this next gym. And now we got the big Play-Doh coming in, feeling goopy. Really wish I could get the Alolan Grimer and Muck, because they're like rainbow colored. So much cooler. That's just a personal preference. I don't even remember if their types are different or if they're still just poison. But yeah. So, like I said, it's important for the game, but it's a lot of just, you know, looking at numbers and looking at moves and stats and items and blah 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 blah. It's a lot. I can see why a lot of YouTubers that do Nuzlocke just kind of do streaming for the actual playthrough, and then they put up like a highlights kind of video, I guess, on YouTube, because they spend hours, maybe even days, playing these games, and then all of a sudden they're posting half-hour videos on their YouTube. And, you know, just talking about the big stuff, skipping all the EV training, all of this stuff, you know, looking through TMs and blah blah blah. I'm trying this format first. We're gonna see how it goes, and yeah, see how you guys like it. Getting some interest. You guys are watching. People out there watching, thank you. I appreciate it. Lets me know I'm, you know, doing something, I guess. But, yeah, just comparing two moves. Oh, is it worth this if I do this? And the powers are different, but this one has burn, and this one has a speed increase, and blah, 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 blah. It's hard, man. Ugh. Pardon me. I should have made some tea or coffee before I started this. Yeah, I went to edit it, and just game audio, perfectly fine. My audio, nowhere to be seen. And I found out it was a setting. I was testing out a few things. I changed a setting. I forgot to change it back. And lost my audio. So 100% my fault. Just sabotaging myself. These mazes, man. Took me longer than it should have, really. But yeah, I think it was the first trainer, right after I killed this balloon, that like I see the experience go up, and I went, oh no. Maybe it was one of the later trainers. Whatever, it started like getting close. But yeah. Really it was scary, man. I was worried. Totally. So I'm trying to like, I'm like trying to sneak through and see like, oh, how many people do I have to fight? Like, where are we at? You know, what's everybody's experience levels at? I just gotta make it through. I just gotta make it through. Especially the freaking Gary, man. So my thought was, hey, switch the main Pokemon, because I think they get more per kill. So I'm thinking, hey, alright, let's just keep switching them around. Maybe we'll keep them from getting too close. Oh yeah, forgot to take the bell off. It's hampering my acrobatics power. Does more damage when I have nothing, so I just let the dude have nothing. I said in a previous episode, there might be an item, but I can't think of one where you just kind of use it immediately or something, or maybe I can get him like fling. You like throw an item at somebody. I don't know. But yeah, wasting potions because I've only got like a few. But I don't need many. Just enough. It's clicking like crazy. Yeah, just go fight Erica. No big deal. I'm gonna set that up, and man, I was not expecting a rock slide. And I'm like, okay, who can I switch in that can take a rock slide? And I was looking between Play-Doh and Scrump, because pretty much everybody else takes like a super effective deal from it. And I couldn't, I was gonna lose Beyonce if I didn't switch out. I go for it. I don't go for it. Don't go for it. Yeah, okay. Goodness. I was about to start yelling at myself. Yeah, it would have been a dead bug. 100%. Grassy Glen. Yeah, so he's getting health from the grassy terrain. I'm getting health from the leftovers. So it's about who can do more damage to each other. And his runs out, mine does not. So I'm like, I got him. I think at that moment I said, oh good, now he can't heal. And then Erica goes and uses a potion on him. Oh man. What a wild time. So I'm thinking, alright, he's going to come in with Brick Break. And if he goes with Brick Break, my good old Play-Doh can handle a Brick Break. He's going to take a lot of damage from freaking a Rock Slide. But a Brick Break, take no problem. Got him. Got him. And here it is. Alright, here's the strat. Which I didn't need a strat, but it's a strat. Because it's wild, she has a Pseudo Widow. I'm like, he's already poisoned. I've got freaking, I've got Minimize. Increases my evasion. And, I just kind of fall into a toxic stall. Kind of strat. A worse one. But definitely one of them. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna end up cheesing this, aren't I? This wasn't the game plan, was this toxic stall, but here we are again. Okay, let's see what a knockoff does. Maybe they're holding something. Yeah, and they had some kind of weird herb. Didn't matter. Got it. And I'm like, yeah, Sludge Rage is neutral. A neutral stat. Like, it'll work. I think she used all her potions on the tank room, so again, solid. Got it. Good. Gotta kind of, I don't know, get into a mud fight where you're just, both of you are just swinging bad punches until one of you falls. But I'm thinking about Mega Horn, but I don't like the 85 accuracy. Honestly, it's not what I'm into. That's a badge an episode, if I ever seen one. But guess what? We're not done yet. You think we're done? We ain't done. We ain't done with nothing. Because this episode has got a lot more to come. I missed an episode the previous week because of like some personal reasons and family stuff, blah 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 blah. Won't really get into it. You want to hear about it, like, go listen to our podcast. I already talked about it. No reason to talk about it again. So I thought, hey, let's go for a longer episode, you know? I can go for a longer episode. It won't be like a double episode, but longer. I hit my my benchmark for this episode, which was a gym leader. And I'm like, okay, well, since we're here and the Rockets exist, let's just go, you know, slap them around. With their freaking Rattatas and their Zubats and their, I don't know, Ekans and Coughings and whatever other junk they have. The Poochienas. And start making a team specifically for fighting the Rockets, you know? Just to see what they're doing. But I'm thinking the Beedrill's still good. I like the toxic spikes and the spikes and the stealth rock. So I'm thinking like, hey, yeah, let's keep that going. Just throwing out poison on people, blah 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 blah. It'll work. I know at the end I've either got to fight in the moment. I'm thinking either I've got to fight Giovanni or I've got to fight like one of the, you know, Rocket executives or, you know, one of the higher ups. So I'm like, alright, I need something that's going to be good against all the Rockets. And my thought was Big Chomp. Amazing ability with Moxie. He's got the perfect nature, being adamant. Or she, excuse me. Female Big Chomp. And I've been using a crocodile in excuse me, I'm thinking Pokemon Revolution Online. If you don't know about that, go check it out. It's a Pokemon MMO. It's freaking great. I love it. Wish I had more time to play it, but right, I've got the same deal. I've got an adamant crocodile with really good IVs, fully EV trained, and just got me through the Johto region. Just probably could have soloed most of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh sweet, we're going right back to it. And I'm like, alright. Level caps. Nah. 49. I found that going like 3 levels lower, roughly, is works out great. So I'm thinking, alright. Let's do that. And just get all my dudes up to 46. Should be a pretty easy walk in the park through the rocket place. And again, 80 accuracy, it's not for me. Plenty of people can make that work. I'm not a big fan. I think the lowest I'll go is like 90, and even that I dislike. Dragon Dance is really good for setting up sweeps. I'm just not into it, I guess. Not really sure what to say other than that. Heck yeah, you should learn Crunch. It's just better bite. Be great against, I think Psychic is also weak to Bug too, which is wild. So, freaking Fieri's gonna have a field day. Between Leech Life and Crunch. And of course, I'm thinking Big Chomp. Big Chomp's gonna wreck, man. And get him high enough to where he learns Foul Play, which is just stupidly good Dark type move. He'll do fine. It's the game plan. Hyper Drill. I mean, come on. 100, 100, and again, I don't speak any other languages, but the words I got from there were like penetrates protection, and I'm like, okay, it goes through protect? That sounds amazing. And it's 100, 100. I mean, it's really hard to beat. So let's put it on Beyonce. Just let her have a ball. Look at their TMs. There's so many TMs, dude. I think the one dude on here said there was like over 100. And, yeah, I'm trying to give Big Jump another move, you know? Again, like I said, diversify a little bit. Can't learn any of the punch moves. That was a surprise to me. I was like, really? Not even like, you know, Fire Punch? Like, come on. Come on now, come on. And yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I gotta give him some items, but aside from that, like, oh yeah, that noise, man, it's like a guitar. I gotta give him some items. Get him going, get him going. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot of strategizing and setting up and not exciting stuff, but super important. Just going through the inventory, looking through all this stuff. Ah. Sure, give him the shell bell, whatever. So, let's get to it. Wreck Zone Rocket. Well, first, obviously, you gotta talk to everybody. It's a casino, and if you've never been to a casino, everybody there is not there to gamble. They're there to socialize and talk with you. And, yeah, Sue's like, you should be fighting Erica. It's like, shut up. No, 100%. Don't talk to people. They're there to gamble. They're not there to talk to you. Don't bother them. When they're sitting at their machines or they're doing stuff. Just don't do it. And yeah, here's Watson. I was like, oh, hey, it's Watson. And then I'm like, oh, right. You want me to battle you for plates or whatever, and I just don't care about you. Yeah, Pikachu's Scyther, Porygon, Dratini, and Corsola would have been... Oh, man. A Dratini? Getting a Dragonite, man? That would have been a... That would have been a game changer. Yeah, I'm looking at, oh, level 36. I got 10 levels on this dude. That should be pretty easy. I should be able to walk through a good chunk of this. I don't need to fight these guys. I don't know why I'm fighting these guys. I just am. Going in. Thinking, oh, maybe they have some items. No problem. Easy squeezy. Lemonade. And peas. About that 1 HP. Beyonce. Holding on for dear life. Another rock type move. Yeah. Munch. Munch. Get out of here. Yeah, I was thinking, around this time, I was like, man, I don't have anything good against, like, flying types. You know? Scrumph had a rock type move, but I think I took it off of him. Like Rock Tomb or something. And, Flip-Flop's got, Ice Fang, but that's it. But yeah, just gonna go through these puzzles, man. Grab all the items, black glasses, powers up dark type moves. And I'm like, oh, I know who I'm giving that to. Big Chomp? By the end of this, I started getting annoyed with that little speed noise thing. Like a bird chirping kind of deal. Just because I kept hearing it again and again and again and again in my head. Yeah, more rocket grunts again. Not scared of any of these guys. I'll say probably the scariest thing was Eradicate, but only because I was having flashbacks to Mount Moon. Getting swept by one with the freaking hyper thing. Ain't nothing. Thrash is stupid broken whenever you're like, they only have one Pokemon, you know? 2 to 3 attacks with 120 power. I mean, come on. Super secret passcode. You'll never decode our super secret passcode. Of course I get greedy over here because I'm like, well, I didn't check that back corner now, did I? I need to go investigate. See what's going on back here. Yeah. Glad I did. Poison Jab. Super good physical poison type move. Probably would have been more helpful before the grass gym, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna find this freaking card key. I'm sure it's just like, gotta go talk to some specific dude about some specific thing. You know, how it always is. Here I am, picking up dust balls. I am honestly glad they took out the like kind of like patrol thing. I forget which, if it was first gen or second gen, but whenever you come down here and one of the grunts in a certain area would see you, you have to be sent back to the beginning of the area. And so it was like a timing sort of deal. And again, this cool concept, like you got caught and kind of kicked you out. But it was just annoying, you know. So I'm not sad to see it go. Another grunt. Oh, baby. Not worried about nothing. Flip-flop, man. What a freaking monster. For real. I get a flying type move on him, you know, he would wreck. Yeah, dark type. Switch to the old poison, or bug. He might not need flame charge anymore to raise his speed, you know? Elevator key. And of course I like misinterpret that as like, oh, I've got the super secret elevator key. And it's like, no. Well, of course, first I get lost. And I'm like, well, I might as well heal. Since I'm out here. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I've got the elevator key, so that gets me to the end of the thing. It's like, no, that gets you through the regular elevator, so that you can then find the secret, super secret elevator key. Doing the big math, trying to figure out which way I should be going. Wait, so if I go this way, then I can go that way, which means I can go this way, so I can go that way. Like, just sitting here, just staring at arrows. Why does it work? Yeah, and I'm back here. What a silly goose. The silliest of gooses. Don't even know if I know where I'm going. I cannot predict what I did, because I... Oh man, that's crazy. Nope, there's the elevator. Walked right past it. That's not it. Oh, I guess I'll try the other elevator. Yeah, I guess you should. Nope, I already been here. Oh, boy. I'm so disappointed in past me. I should already know where to go in this game I've never played. Poison Barb. Fantastic item. Powers up the old poison moves. %. 100%. No one's allowed to see the gangster. No way, no how. Like, alright. Scoble. That was super cool Pokemon design. I really like that. It's like a little pepper and then it turns into like 2 peppers. It's supposed to be like a... They make Pokemon every generation for like... It's pretty much for like the bad guys, like the Team Rockets and Magma, Aqua, for them to fight. And you get caught in a cutscene, and I'm like, oh no, I should have healed. Like, that's a bad move. Now I gotta fight this dude with like weakened guys, like slightly weakened guys. This way. Give us a loan, Archer. Master, I can finish him. And let's watch us stare down. So I'm like, okay. I'm gonna start with Beyonce. We're gonna set up Toxic Spikes, not because I'm going for Toxic Stall, but like that little bit of extra damage is gonna be good. So I'm like, I got this. I don't know what Pokemon he's starting with, but either way, even if Beyonce dies, the Toxic Spikes will live on. I'm gonna get through this battle, right? Like, the mindset of, okay, I got through Erica. If I can then get through all of Celadon in losing 1 Pokemon, that's pretty good. You know, that's pretty good. Comparatively. He laughs at our boy. Cubone. Ow. So I'm like, alright, Persian. That's a lot of damage. Only level 39, that's a lot of damage. So Tail Slap misses. So I've got a choice of switching into another Mon and basically taking whatever attack comes in, or staying in and just hitting them with my biggest, strongest move. Which is tough, because like the only one I really feel confident in it taking a hit like that is Scrumph. And just like, you know, being able to walk it off. So, just not enough. Tail Slap's a multi-hit. Because for a split second I was like, oh yeah, Beyonce, you made it through. No. Okay, who's going in? Who's going in to fight the cat? Hit him with your strongest move. And sends in Nidoking, which gets rid of Spike. Just immediately. Beyonce died for nothing, man. It's wild. Thunderbolt. Good move. Paralyzed doesn't happen. So I'm like, alright, I got this. You know? He's gonna use all his potions on this, because I can two-hit him. Take him out. And I'll just switch on the next guy, you know? Whoever he sends out next. Terrible matchup for Crobat. So, here's a good matchup. Flip-flop, obviously. Why are you looking at other people? It's flip-flop. I think maybe I'm worried about a rock type move coming in. Yeah, alright. Good call, pass. Good call. Does have bulldoze, which will do decent damage. Not great. So I'm like, okay. So he knows Brick Break. He's gonna start using Brick Break. So all I have to do, try reversal, and reversal's poopy. I gotta swap that out for a better fighting type move or something. So yeah, I should have switched last turn into Flip Flop. He's gonna take the Brick Break. It's not gonna be very effective. Plus the intimidation does nothing. And then I can hit him for a quad super effective Aqua Tail. Stab boosted at that. Like it. And he's at half health. There's no shot. He's done though. His last one. Kangaskhan. Classic. Alright. Let's see what the Octail does. Does great. Hoping I don't get paralyzed. Good. Oof. That was a hit. I'm like, alright, I've got a 95% accuracy. So I'm going to switch to Thrash just to make sure I hit him. Only hits twice. Only needed to hit twice. Dunzo. Dunzo Bunzo. Foiled my plans. Absolutely. Like, I know it's a child's game, but like, the dude's a gangster. Are you sure he's not like above just like, you know, punching this child in the face? It's like, aha, I defeated your Pokemon. He's like, alright, pow! Just, you know, get rid of you. Like, a dude's like, oh, I want world domination, but I'm letting a freaking 11-year-old stop me from doing that. Because, like, his pets were stronger than my pets. And it's like, no! Get out of here. He's trying to take over the whole dang world. So, we gotta put Beyonce in the Hall of Legends, man. Not many. It's only 4. I mean, doing really good. I think I take a moment to appreciate that I've only lost 4. And I've almost got a full box, like, probably over half. Of dudes. Dudes. So I'm like, alright, we're good. Let's go knock out Lavender Tower, you know? We're doing a big episode to make up for last week. So let's just do it. See how much stuff we can knock out in one episode. Short walk, man. So I'm like, alright, Big Chomp. Big old dark type moves. I run into any ghosties, I'm gonna be fine. No worries, no problem. Just gonna take him out. Still dodging these dudes, but can't dodge them all. And foul play. It just wrecks. Well, that was second thought. It wrecks. And then Moxie starts kicking in, man. Every time I knock out a Pokemon, I get an attack boost. Boom. This dude is a monster. He is going to wreck through just an absolute metric ton of Pokemon that I'm gonna run into. It's like hearing a guitar riff every time it comes out. It's freaking sweet. Dodge. Okay. And if you remember, we tried to get up here and there was like, oh, there's a ghost blocking the top stairs or whatever. But we got the Sylph Scope from Giovanni, blah blah blah. It's a Marowak. And I'm like, oh, well, Foul Play goes off of their attack. So if I raise their attack on a threat, he doesn't hit himself. We lose Big Chomp. I yelled at myself. Not like yelled, but I was not happy with myself. You know what I mean? I was so excited to have this crocodile. And the whole time this cutscene's happening, I think I was completely silent. I was not making a noise, because I was just like... I'm disappointed in myself. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe I let that happen. I don't know why I tried to go toe-to-toe with this Marowak instead of playing it safe and playing it smart and just like, nah, screw you, I'm just gonna wreck you. So here I am up here. Remember, I'm down a poke, so like, I'm 5 Pokemon deep now, and I'm looking at this scene, right? I think I'm still mad at myself. I think I was very disappointed in myself this episode. I was so hyped for Big Chomp, man. But I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is looking like a boss battle, right? With like the dude up on the far end, and then like 2 little, like, I'm like, this looks like a boss battle. I don't have to fight Mr. Fuji, do I? Like, I hope not. Because I thought he was supposed to be like a good guy. That's what I thought. There's no way I'm fighting Mr. Fuji. Like, I just had to fight Giovanni. And then you're telling me I'm going to get up here and I'm going to have to fight another dude? There's no shot of that happening. There's no shot. It would never happen. So I start coming down off the disappointment, and I'm just like, alright, we're going to fight these 2 dudes. No big deal. And then we're just going to, you know, close it up, call it an episode, have a grand old time. This is really what I was thinking. Did 100%. 100% what I was thinking. Scrump, just being the monster that she is. Maybe I should give her like the Soothe Bell for a while. Scrump's been through it, man. Scrump's been through it. I think that was our Pewter City catch. It's that little lily pup. Man. Scrump, man. Always gonna be my boy. Girl, whatever. And yeah, I didn't switch out got poisoned, and I was like, oh, it's fine, just send him out first. Goodness. Goodness me. Goodness me. Okay. Pretty good. Get off the young goose. But it worked once. No? Not risking it for the biscuit. Okay. Scrump. Just... Oh, such a good pivot. Strong enough to take, or tough enough to take the hits, and coming out with Intimidate. It's just... Scrump's doing it, man. Got that attack based off love. Who doesn't love Scrump? Eradicate. That's not good. Good, yes. I'm like, alright, I better switch, just in case I have to fight this guy. But I shouldn't, right? It's Mr. Fuji. There's no way they'd make me fight Mr. Fuji. He's a good guy. And then... Big Papa shows up. Oh, I am a girl. Okay. The character model was like androgynous, so I wasn't sure, but he did just call us a girl, so I'm assuming we're a girl. But yeah, this is they're setting up some heavy stuff, man. Right now I'm stuck between, you know, paying attention to the lore of like, hey, we want the project, like your information from Project M, which is Mewtwo, right? And also I am not prepared to fight this dude. I didn't know I was gonna fight this dude. I don't know anything about this dude. Freaking Arano, the old man, the true boss or whatever of Team Rocket. I'm like, oh, thank goodness Dracula's first, because I hit this dude hard, right? A lot of lag too for this battle. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Just gonna keep knocking this dude down. Tried and true strategy of making them use up all their potions. I got him, and I'm feeling more confident. After the initial Pokemon, if I can handle that, I'm like, alright, I can handle the rest of this. Blue Top's not a good matchup. Not at all. You know who is a good matchup? Somebody who has quad super effective type moves. Yeah, come on. No. She can take one hit. I guarantee you. Oh, especially with a water type move. If that was a slash, then we would have had a completely different type of conversation. But I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous because I'm like, this is a hard, unexpected battle. Because this, as far as I know, this is the original character. I don't know anything about this dude. Terrible matchup for a grass type. So I'm like, hey, it's probably going to go for a bug type move. It's not going to be very effective against Dracula. U-turn, so it didn't really hurt me at all. I mean, help me at all. And this was a big shock too. Mega evolutions in this game. I was not expecting in the least. So I'm staring at this thing and I'm like, I might die. He goes for Sword Stance and I'm like, okay, same rinse and repeat as Scyther. Not a big deal. And Heracross comes out, I'm like, okay, I got this. I got this. Quad super effective. Stab. Acrobatics. Oh, man. I was unbelievably just scared, lucky. And then my rivals show up, dude, and I was like, I cannot fight my rivals right now. You don't know how much I do not want to fight my rivals. Like, I can't. That would be 3 major back-to-back. No, 4. No. 3. 3 major back-to-back, like, fights I'd have to go through. Ah, dog lock 4. You finally done it. It's taken you 4 tries. But here, man, I was just like, you're supposed to go to the opposite side and talk to him. I didn't. So they put me back and it was like, no, no, no. Sweetie, stay here. Come on. Scientific journal. Yeah. And so now we're learning this lore of, like, Mr. Fuji was part of the project that was trying to clone Mew, and they created Mewtwo, and he was way too powerful, and now he's just, like, out and about messing stuff up. But bam! It's really cool music. I wish I kind of, like, sat and vibed to it a little bit longer, but the music was awesome. And, yeah, Blue's like, oh, I'll catch him. Red's like, no, you should not. Like, didn't you hear anything what that dude said? It's an absolute monster you should not go anywhere near. And we get the Poké Flute. And you know what that means? We've got another encounter coming up. And if you know, you know. And I'm hoping to get a big old chunky boy on our team with that Poké Flute. But that was my playthrough of, not playthrough, jeez, that was one part of a playthrough. Going through Celadon, getting the Rainbow Badge, beating Team Rocket, beating Team Rocket again. And yeah, we lost our boy. We lost Big Chomp. I was hoping she'd carry us. Honestly, I was really hoping to be carried by her. I'm gonna put you away. Dracula's been awesome. Ow. Hit myself. But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you guys for, again, I think I've done this 3 times, but thank you again for really sticking with this series. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope it's entertaining enough. You guys are having fun with it. And aside from that, I've been Jake. This is the Troll Bar Tavern. Check out our YouTube for other stuff. We've got a lot going on. Tons of videos and series, and you know, we do our podcast where we talk about a lot of stuff. We stream every other week, so if you ever see us, you can just pop in. We're doing Resident Evil 4 right now. And, geez, what else to say? I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Pokemon, and thanks for stopping in the tavern and sharing a table with me. I'll see you later. Bye.